Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019. We're on to Career Mode, episode number 6, Stage 5 at the Tour of Oman. You can see we've got a triple climb just a little bit before the end of this one. That'll definitely, shrink the field down considerably. Favorites for this, Peter Sagan and Bettiol, who are dominating this thing. And what I need is a stage win. Managed to stage top 3, which is a big step. We've secured at least only partial failure status, but we are massively out of our league when it comes to those riders. So it's going to be really, really, really difficult to get something more than what we've already managed in the final 2 stages. Also, we have managed some success in that we do have 2 riders in the top 10 overall, and that's going to be a pretty big boost to us going forward, but it's still not a stage win. So our early season comes with our first 4 races all having major and difficult sponsor objectives, and all 4 of those races, the reason why they're so difficult is that it is World Tour teams and some of the top riders in the world that we've been up against, and we're just a continental team.
The heat will weigh on today's race. The riders will have to drink plenty.
So let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to skip forward till we begin the 3 climbs, so I'll see you back there in a moment. The fun of the Tour of Oman begins. I love this stage. This climb is so hard. It just demolishes the field time and time again. And I put Logan Owen into the break. Why? Because, well, 2 categorized 3 climbs. If he can win it, if he can win both of them, then he can claim the mountain climber's jersey. So Owen's trying to go for that. The rest of the field behind is going to be hitting the climb pretty soon. They only have a minute over the field right now, and we are already within 2. I knew Hanik was going to go for it. I knew he was going to contest it. Let's try to get up there, bridge that gap a little bit. .3 to the top here. Can you slowly catch Hanik? Hanik was the only other real climber in the group. The rest of the guys are ultimately just trying to not be dropped here. Okay, you're good on hills, Owen. You're good on hills. Here you come. There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Go for it. Go for it. And sprint, sprint, sprint. And he got it. He got it. Good. The rest of the field actually reeled in there.
The pace is so high that a few riders are going to be very sore at the end of the day.
Uh-oh. The rest of the field. No indication that they were slow, but then there were splits. Was I just not paying attention? I didn't see any blinking red in that, but the field split very, very suddenly. Now it's back together. So Owen makes it through the first one. He picks up 6 points. So let's go ahead and check in where that's going to be. So Mountain Climbers competition, 6 points, makes him level with Vincenzo Nibali for that jersey. Good place to be in. Good place to be. Now the field's starting to come back together. Not entirely. Not yet anyway. It's still yo-yoing a little bit. Yeah, sure. 87. Let's go, Brian. Protect Cantor. Back here in the next group behind. Try that again. Get up there to him. Lots of splits in the field. Alright, we're going to turn this corner and come back the other direction. And go right back up the other side. You can see we've got a split highway here. Went down one side, we're going to go up the other side, and here we go again. I'm just going to ride on his wheel for the moment. 26 seconds is the gap. Oh, they've been brought back in already. And Gibbons is trying to attack it. There's Nibley trying to attack it. That's really bad if Nibley ends up going and taking the points. Now McNulty is here in the group. McNulty, you need to move your way up a little bit. He is in the top 10 overall. He is just behind Narvaez, but Narvaez still has not reeled back in. Now we're going to have a little bit of time before we hit the climb a third time. Wow, look at the left-hand group just at a standstill there. This is such a skinny road. There's not much space to go through here. Oh, why did it drop to 75 when I... Oy, oy, oy. I was trying to up the tempo from 87 a little, and then all of a sudden it drops. 29 riders here. There we go. We're in the group, at least with McNulty. It's 26 riders. He's getting hung up here. Keep going, keep going. I don't want you to get dropped. There you go. Okay, now just stay in the group. 22 riders. He'll recover over the descent. And let's drop back down the hill a little bit. Narvaez on his own. He's got Logan Owen with him now. Owen, why don't we switch your focus and try to give Narvaez whatever little bit of protection you can. We are over the top for Narvaez, but his group is definitely further down the road a bit. They are 225 behind. Ouch. All right, go ahead and recover. So McNulty hanging out in the group and looking okay.
Watch out, a team leader is falling down.
20K banner. We're going to turn around. You can see the official's car making that roundabout. That'll put us back on the road. We came in from this area, from the right here, entered into that. So we're now back onto that same route. We're going to go over one more time, the same climb, but then we'll go on to the finish from there. So McNulty in contention in 22nd. Not far behind here. Owen has made his way back into this group. Narvaez is recovering, and if we make contact, then I'm back into my main contenders. Now. Ermino, I need to set all these guys to auto. So you can see they're all well back down the road, but now we get back up here. Narvaez and Owen are close, but not quite there. They are 50 seconds behind and closing. So McNulty might be our guy. He's good on hills. Now this is not going to determine the winner, but you can absolutely become the loser of this one. McNulty is a little bit towards the back, which I don't like to see. But Narvaez, can you bridge the gap here? He's a hills guy, so he can sprint a little bit. And then, there you go. Bridge the gap. Owen, auto. Alright, now. Narvaez and McNulty. Now there is a 14-second difference between them. Narvaez is ahead in the standings. Is the better sprinter. So let's protect Narvaez with McNulty. He's the better sprinter. He's better in the standings. Okay, here comes the attack. Slagter going for it. Ben King going for it. Sagan going for it. So you can't really win it on this climb. There's too much flat area after, but you could certainly be lost. Group of 14 chasing 2 now, so a lot of riders are exactly that. They got left behind. Once we get over the top here, this is where it's a matter of recovery. So McNulty's looking good. Narvaez, not as much. But again, he had to come from behind. So now it's 18 chasing 2. The 2 are right there. They'll get caught on the flat pretty quick. 8K to go. McNulty will be the lead-out guy for Narvaez, and will have a chance to contest this. 13 riders now chasing 2. 6K. And those 2 are caught. 15 riders. 15 riders.
The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
McNulty, we're going to use his... Here's an attack.
And they keep on
Bookman,
attacking.
King,
Anyone that's
Izagira.
definitely won't be able to keep up.
Be nice to be able to attack and go with and get something, because I have a feeling those guys could hang on here. Maybe I should just attack McNulty with McNulty and let Narvaez stay in the group. And if they go for the win, McNulty has a chance to go for the win. Let's do that.
Falling behind.
Oh, gosh, he just got caught behind. He got blocked off by the yellow jersey. Oh, no, they're about to get reeled in. They are about to get reeled in. I want you to follow. Both of you use your drill now. McNulty, slow it just down a little bit. You're reeling those guys back in for us. 2K to go. There you go. 16 riders. Narvaez, you're still caught behind. Come on, Narvaez. There you go. Get out there. McNulty with the lead out. That's not so much a lead out, is it?
The sprint is on. The riders are setting
Okay, Narvaez, it's 1K. That might be a little bit far out for you, but let's go ahead and sprint. McNulty, you're going to go a little bit later, but you're in a better position. Sagan just ran away. 9 seconds clear of everybody else. Asgreen second, Bettiol third, Uran, King. Narvaez gets 7th. McNulty 12th, but we're in the group. That's the important part. 16 riders. No time lost. Peter Sagan could be gaining a little bit of time, but he was not in that climb at the end of the last one. I know Asgreen is down on the same time as McNulty. And we definitely left some riders behind, so we'll see how this goes. I know, like, Conti was up there on time, so he's down in 19th. Could this mean any more positions for us? Nothing on the stage, but my 2 guys in contention in the top 10 will absolutely still be in the top 10, and they did not lose time. But will they have gained time on anyone is the big question. This is stage 5. There's still one stage to go. One stage left. Glad we were able to get Narvaez back up there on that final climb.
And here are a few of the key moments.
Yeah, Sagan way faster than this group. No one here to keep pace with him. So Sagan takes his 3rd stage win out of 5. So we all get the same time as him. I thought maybe there'd be a small gap. But 16 riders. And then a minute 7 in losses. And we do move up a spot. So we went from 8th and 9th to 7th and 8th. So one rider lost some time. Peter Sagan was a little bit further down. He moves into the top 10. Yeah, see, there's Asgreen. There's Gorka. Not sure who ended up losing that time. But either way, so it's Nibali in the lead over Bettiol, Sergio, and now Uran, Van Garderen, Bookman, and then we are 7th and 8th, which is nice. It's really nice for a difficult race like this. But Vincenzo Nibali picks up points on that last categorized climb of the day. to then move back clear. He picked up 4 points to move back clear of Logan Owen. So Logan Owen still in contention. And now Nibley's got the race lead. So if there are any points in the next one, I will send Owen in the break once again because that's his target. He's going for the Mountain Climbers jersey, and he absolutely could get it because Bedial, Hanau, Nibley are all in race contention. Owen's not. Gagarin, Iran are all in race contention. So he's got a real edge over the rest of the field in the break. All he needs is 4 points. One Category 3 climb is worth 6. We've got the under 25s locked down, depending on what happens in the final stage. And we are 7th as a team. What this last stage is could make a big difference. And it's a sprint stage with nothing, but we've got Antalya coming up, so we're going to head into Antalya. So it's sprint stage, there's no points available, sadly. So Logan Owen will not win that classification. He'll be second in it. Fortunately, could not stay away to the second climb. Wanty Group Gobert keeping its sponsorship. Same there. And before we do the final stage here, we've got to do Antalya. And Antalya, I think, what is our objective for that one? It's been one objective after another here. Antalya, the only one outside of the top 5 objectives of the year. A little less important? No, not an objective. Okay, not an objective. Just a race. Finally, that's our first one of the year. That is just a race. Again, you can see we've already got stage top 3 locked in on that. Alright, so we'll jump into, you know what, I'm actually going to do some reverse editing. Let's go ahead and I'm going to race Antalya, but it's going to appear after that final stage for the Tour of Oman. Still 114 kilometers to go here on the final stage. But we're here because Logan Owen has a chance to take the Mountain Climbers jersey. He's only going to do it in one of 2 ways. One I'm certain will work. One I don't know. Now the one way that it'll definitely work is that if Logan Owen wins the one and only climb of the day and claims all 6 points. Here at kilometer 51, Kuriat, that climb will be enough. It's not a bad climb. It's not a long climb. It's a pretty easy climb. If he takes second on that climb, he will be level on points compared to Vincenzo Nibali. If that is the case, then I don't know what happens. I don't know how that's determined. Now, finish line, it's count back. So if you finish at the front more consistently than the other, positionally, you're going to have the edge over somebody else. So if you got a bunch of people on the same time, and you finish top 10 over and over and over and over again, you're going to be placed ahead of the other riders. That's easy. These ones, I don't know how that's determined. Vincenzo Nibali's been at the front a couple of stages. That's been it. Owen hasn't been at the front really for any stages, so if that's the determination, then he's got it. I have a group of 6 riders, 3 minutes clear. None of them are in the Mountain Climbers competition. So they shouldn't be a threat, but that doesn't mean that they won't decide to go for it. 3 minutes is the gap. We're good. Everybody else in the field, they're good for right now. So Logan Owen It's all up to him. Now, usually, some guys will go for the sprint and not the mountain. If I have 5 guys sprinting for this sprint point here, coming up in just a moment, 1.5 kilometers away, I'll feel good about that because that means that for the most part I should be okay and that they're going to go for that and not this. And no, they don't seem to be sprinting for it. They don't care. In fact, I'm going to roll through at the front just based on timing. None of us are in that competition, so none of us went for it. Hopefully that's going to be the case when we come up on this category 3 and it's just me. I'm not going to get water yet. Gonna hold off, though back in the field, as soon as we get over that climb, I'll probably get somebody to get some water because we are just about out. So I'm light right now, that's good. We have 5K to go to the top right now. Here's the summit 5K marker. There we go, through that banner. Not much effort right now, nobody's attacking hard. This could be my time, 2.5 minutes over the field. After that, I couldn't care less if Owen goes back to it or stays in. Maybe, just maybe, the group stays away and they can contest the stage win. So we'll kind of ride easy from there. But right now, this is what matters. It's 3K to the top. And this is where things are getting a little bit steeper. So this is kind of my time to actually pull away a little bit and have something of a go. So let's see if they're going to chase. Nobody is chasing. Yes, one rider is chasing. I've got one rider chasing, so already top 2 is secured. Let's recover a little bit. Still 1.8 to the top. Who's going for it? Golas. Golas is a 69 on hills. Okay, we've recovered. Now it's 1K. Oh, there comes the group back to us. Okay, let's attack. It's 1K to the top, and it's fairly flat.
There's a breakaway in the leading group.
Just attack the rest of the way, and we make it over the top into the lead. 2 points clear of Vincenzo Nibali. We've done it. That will be a mountain climber's jersey, which he's already wearing. Yellow jersey. Yeah, it's yellow. I know, right? But he's got it. So let's ease up now and ride casually the rest of the way. No work necessary for Logan Owen. Still 84 kilometers to go. Let's get back here in the group, and you can see Narvaez. It's hard to see, but Narvaez, you can see his jersey slightly different than everybody else's, his white jersey. That's the under 25s, so we've got 2 jerseys potentially in this race. A 7th place for Narvaez. And Brandon McNulty.
The pack is increasing its work rate.
McNulty, 8th place. 2nd in the under 25s. So this is a good race for us. The only downside is the sponsor wanted a stage win, and we have only managed a 3rd place. It's our last chance to make that happen. 80K to go. I don't want to do water yet because we're not quite there where we have enough to get to the end, but we need water, so I suppose we'll go for it. It's Oman. It's hot. We need that water. Firmino really takes his time getting up there, though. 70K is enough, I suppose. Yeah, we've made it. And Ermino, if he runs out of water at the end, I'm not too worried about it because he won't be in contention for anything. Yeah, 65K to go. That's good enough. That is good enough. So, Owen, how's things going up here? The group working a bit harder than you, and you're just kind of hanging on to the back. That works for me. Go ahead and get water one final time. There you go. Alright. We'll switch the view here for a little while, and Owen, I'm not worried that he's not actually working. Apparently there's only 2 guys right now that are. I will decide that it's worth it to work if this gap holds for a little while. Breakaways can win races. If that happens, he can get his stage win that way. But it's only a minute to the group, and we still have 30 kilometers to go, so I don't think it's likely, but now that there is some sort of chance, let's go ahead and partake. In fact, somebody from the group is trying to join us. Laveau was here earlier, I think, actually. He got dropped on that climb way back at the beginning. He tried to get into the break. There were supposed to be 8 of us. So Owen, quite fresh at this point. 25 kilometers to push, maybe. Maybe if there's an effort. 33 seconds is a very small gap. But these punchy little climbs to the end, maybe that can open things up for Owen. I don't care at all about that sprint point. What I care about is the stage win. And Owen, probably our best chance. Now, Van Winden is trying to go off on his own right now on the flat, even though we are putting in work at 85. Okay, let's focus back in on Owen. 20k to go. Things about to get interesting. Now, let's take care of the group here real quick. 80 is not going to be enough effort. Let's put you guys up to 90 to keep you in place. At some point, I do need to make my sprint train. Here comes another attack. This time it's Laveau. And it's the climb. This is where I want to go. So Logan Owen. Go ahead and get up there with that guy, huh? There we go. 2-man group. And that's all that's left now. The others were caught 30 seconds. So Logan Owen in with some sort of chance now. Now, here's the tricky part. I need my team. Oh, Banaszek and Brian, really? They didn't make it over the top even at a 90. They fell back. Well, there's 2 of my sprinters. All that's left is Canter now. So let's form a train for Canter. But we've got to protect. No, we don't. Urmanote can do the work. Arveus, yeah, better sprinter than Canter. McNulty. But that means I don't want to attack with this group. Urmanote not attacking. Just going to stay in there. He'll attack that next climb, though, because, wow, we just went backwards. What the heck? We are at the back of the group all of a sudden, when his position has been in the front of the group all this time. So we got 2 things to keep an eye on. Owen. He's not getting any support from this idiot. Dabod. Dabod wants to stage win himself, and isn't working with me. 10k to go. And Owen's not going to have enough energy.
There are just 10 kilometers left.
So attack this idiot. Try to leave him behind. It's 2 minutes. It is 2 minutes, the gap. I want you to just ride with him. Because if you can be with him over the top. Oh, hey, look who's back. Look who's back. Urmanote. It's time. Get up there. Peloton back together. And it's 3 minutes. It is 3 minutes ahead to Logan Owen and this guy. That has got to be a win. It's 7 kilometers. So now you're just going to sit on Dabod and go the opposite way. Now it's Dabod who's going to put in the work. And Logan Owen's got a real chance to win the stage. I could attack him on the climb. So, alright. So Urmanote out in front. So this is going to change things up. Canter is going to follow Urmanote. And then Banaszek is going to follow Urmanote. And Brian's going to follow Banaszek. And you guys are going to re-establish a new order here.
There are just 5 kilometers left.
Urmanote running out of water, but the others are hanging on. Here comes the climb. Logan Owen just a little bit of energy. But it doesn't matter because we're almost to the finish. I'm going to use that gel here on the base. Wait until it takes effect.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with
Did you use it? You didn't use it. Now you're using it. Well, never mind. We're going to have to just beat him in a sprint. Dabod, not a sprinter. Logan Owen, not bad. Not bad. Okay. Now, stay 99 so he can't get away from you. 3K to go. Meanwhile, here's everybody else. Ermino's out of energy. So, Banachek, you're going to go. Oh, we didn't set 99 for you. Or Brian. Banachek. Gonna push. 1.6K. How far back are you guys? 3 kilometers. That's everybody's time. Use your gel. Gotta manage both at the same time. Owen, real chance here. Coming up 1K. You're gonna be full strength. Can I sprint from 1? Uh-oh. Narvaez. Narvaez losing contact. Better get up there, dude.
And the final sprint is off.
Okay, he is sprinting. It's 900 meters. I didn't want to go that soon. But Owen's a better sprinter. There you go. You can see how quickly he's getting away. We're going to get our stage win. We got our stage win. Logan Owen has done it. Holy cow. Okay, you guys, we're down to 900 meters. So just sprint it out from here. Doesn't matter what happens back here now, as long as there's Narvaez and McNulty are up here for their overall. We got our stage win. Wow. Okay. From the break, Logan Owen takes the stage win. Achievement unlocked, sprinter. Ooh. You know, Logan Owen, that was first kilometer. That was right off the start line where he got into that break. So he led the entire race from the beginning to the end. That is huge because that just meant we made our achievement. That is a big achievement for the sponsor. That is massive for us. It's only 48 seconds, so it's not going to have any impact on the overall standings. But McNulty and Narvaez being up there, that's going to have an impact. So there you go. Narvaez, McNulty, 7th and 8th overall. Logan Owen, it's just 35th, so that was not a big deal. But Sagan takes the, I don't even know what color it ended up being. Green jersey, we'll say. Takes the sprint jersey. Owen ends up in 5th. Adding a lot more points today. What I was going for was just the mountain climber's jersey. And then I just had him stay in the group and stay with that front rider just for the chance of the sprint stage, of claiming the stage. And did it. I mean, he and Dabod, remember, came in late, but Dabod, not a sprinter. Owen, a decent sprinter. You know, a few years ago when he was a teenager, I think as recently maybe as Pro Cycling Manager 2017 or maybe 2016, he was seen as a sprinter, not a puncher. But he's got some punch. And that's where we were able to both get the jersey, and he's got a little bit of sprint power. And he pulled it off. He absolutely pulled it off. He got both the Climbers jersey and won us a sprint from the break. Meanwhile, Narvaez takes the under 25s. As a team, we take 7th overall. And that was fantastic. Surrounded by World Tour teams. I mean, look at that. The entire top 10 teams outside of us are World Tour teams. That is incredible. Look at the sponsor confidence today. We'll see what it's like tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. Now, I've already done stage 1, though you'll see that in a moment for Tour of Antalya. Before I get into stage 2 on that, sorry if you already saw the standings. Maybe I'll cut that out real quick. Prize money, Tour of Oman, 13,000. That's a big boost to our balance. But there's the new sponsor confidence. So, sponsor confidence is now well ahead. So, I will do a little bit of an edit here to make sure you did not see. Coming up on the 20K to go banner. There it is.
The lead is still over a minute. It's going to be hard work to maintain the breakaway.
6 riders in the break, and they are at that desperation zone where they are beginning to crack. We've reeled in a lot of time in a short chunk of time, so they will not last much longer, even though they've actually pulled out the lead a little bit further. It's like we've almost let up a little bit here. So 17.5 kilometers. I will be forming a sprint train soon. But the team that I have at this one, because this is not a sponsor objective, and we are overlapping with a sponsor objective, is a bit of leftovers. It's our first continental race where we are in some sort of contention, and yet we don't have the best team to do so. The only sprinter that I have at this one is Ooms, and Ooms is just about my weakest sprinter. His closest thing to a lead-out man that he has as we hit 13K, and I'm going to go ahead and pause there and set things up. Closest thing to a lead-out man, here's Ooms, 71.69. He at least has a +1 on his condition. Closest thing to a lead-out guy is Mater, and it's just a slightly punchy kind of guy, and that's it. Besides that, we are definitely going for the overall on this one, and even then, we've got Koos and Evenepoel, who are pretty decent on the mountains, but that's that. Alright, 98 riders in the peloton. Those 6 riders are still away, but we'll bring them in pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and get these guys all set, ready to go. I'm going to take Koos and Evenepoel and give them the free ride at the back end of the group. So they're going to follow Ooms, who will be our sprinter today. Ooms is going to follow Mater. From there, let's see, what do we have? Iking. Barta could be involved in some sort of overall, possibly, so I'll give him kind of that first go so he hopefully doesn't get dropped from the group. And then Iking and Cassart will do the work early on. So don't worry if they end up being dropped or not. Cassart, luckily, already in a good position. So we'll send him at a 92. There's Iking, there's Barta, there's Mater, Ooms. Okay, we got everybody in position already, so Cassart can go a little stronger here, but only a little. It's still 10K to go to the finish. We've got to make sure we bring those guys in. 50 seconds now, the gap. 9K. You're working on that chase, and that's fine by me. Iking, get your gel. Get ready to go. 7 kilometers. We're going to push harder than a 93 for sure, but just a 94 initially until we get your gel actually kicking in. 95 now. It's already down to 5.5K, and we haven't brought those guys in yet. Barta ready to go. 4.5K. Really start pushing here. 3K. That's my usual. Use that gel, get it ready. 2.2.
And they keep on attacking.
Everybody's totally fresh, so Barta, we're going to turn this into a sprint for you.
And there goes the mad burst.
There you go. Got us to 1.6. Mater, sprint for you now. Give that lead out. Look how weak we are. We still haven't caught those 6. 1K. Mater now up to speed. And Ooms ready to finish it off. Everybody sprint. And we'll go with Ooms. Ooms, can he get through the gap? The breakaway hangs on to win. Wow, really? Taylor Eisenhart second. Oh, and he wins. Ooms wins the sprint. But the breakaway crosses the line first. So 4 of the 6 riders in the breakaway hang on and take positions 1 through 4. Maxime Ooms gets what would have been a win for us, and yet only ends up a best of the rest, resulting in a 5th place over Theodore Yates. Sepp Kuss takes 8th, so he'll very much be in contention later on. Evenepoel there in the group, 17th. Looks like not everybody crossed the line together as we were in E1. And it's showing some time gaps, so we'll see if there actually are time gaps on this one. Same time at least, so those guys won't have some sort of bonus. But they actually picked up additional bonus out on the track, so they'll have 13 seconds. But Ooms, Kuss, Mater, Evenepoel all up the standings in a good position and no time gaps given. Nothing whatsoever. Wow. Except for 1 rider off the back. Our biggest objective of the year, 4 stars, Tour of Oman, went from a certain failure, but only just as we had managed to pull a top 3, to we just stole a stage, the final stage, with a breakaway victory for Logan Owen, our hero. Logan Owen, oh my goodness. That was so good. So here we go. Logan Owen, stage win, got it, success, bam, there you go. Biggest objectives of the year. We've got one more big one still coming up. The final big one, Tour of Utah, Colorado Classic. Those are after August, where unless things have changed from 2018, it won't matter. Deal done, established by the final day of July. At least from the rules of the last time. We'll see when we get to the end of this first season if that's still the case or not. But there you go. Sponsor confidence back into a positive. Could and should stay there from here on out because the tough ones are behind us. The toughest ones. Now this one won't be easy. That will not be easy at all. There's definitely going to be some World Tour teams there. The others, though, much easier and could create a boost. And then hopefully, if we do get a negative somewhere up here, it won't hurt quite as much. But in the noteworthy results, there you go. Tour of Oman, we've now added bonuses there. Logan Owen with climber jersey. And Narvaez in the top 10. So the results are now looking at very, very positive. Squad profile didn't change as of right now, but still. So happy with how things are going on that one. Big progress there. Quick look at the results as we wrap up the week. The team, 2nd in Continental right now, 251 points. Super Prestige, 17th. Holy cow. That's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to smash that like button after a super successful end to the tour of Oman. Very, very excited by that one. In terms of recording, I just finished that stage and I'm still completely pumped. That was awesome. That was totally awesome. Surprise victory. And yeah, that changes the story considerably. Gotta just enjoy that moment a little bit longer. Yeah. Hit that like button for sure. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Bye for now.